I am here at the Old World Olive Company. This is like my favorite place on planet Earth. I come here once a year and I buy my stash of really good vinegars and olive oil for the year. So come on inside. I'm going to show you around and show you what's so special about this wonderful place. Did you know your vinegar should not have a label other than just saying what it is? This is Old World Olive Company, and this is my favorite place on the planet. I come here every year and I will buy my 18-year traditional balsamic vinegar. This stuff is so good. It is literally like syrup when it comes out of the container. And do you know why? It's 100% pure. There's nothing in it. So when you go to the grocery store and you pick up a bottle of vinegar and you look on the back and it has a label with ingredients like something added for acidity or grape must, you need to put that back because they actually put additives in there. There's probably some preservatives in there too. My favorite is this right here, this 18-year traditional. And here I want to show you how it comes out of the container. Y'all see how thick that was? And then look at that. And you can come into this store and it's so good. It's so good. So now, if you look down the bank here and all the way across, you'll see there's all kinds of infused vinegars. And one of my favorite things to do is actually to take one of these vinegars if you get a little bit of heartburn, or if you're trying to get off pop, you don't want to drink sodas anymore, you want to take a little bit of sparkling water, LaCroix or Perrier, and take one of these infused vinegars and pour it in there. It will taste amazing, and it's going to be good for you. It'll help like calm that heartburn down, and it'll get you off of the pop because that's not good for you either. But come on in here. You want to support these local stores because they're giving you the pure product. And if you're watching any of my other videos, you're knowing that we shouldn't have garbage in anything we eat. And this is just literally like over fermented wine. So what label is on a wine bottle other than just wine? And so this is a really great way to get flavor, help improve your cooking skills, and just have fun with some of this stuff. So we're going to talk to somebody here in a minute, and they're going to educate us on how they actually infuse or get these flavors into their vinegars. So hang tight just a sec. I'm here with Claire. So Claire is actually going to tell us a little bit about how these are, or where these flavorings are coming from and how clean these products are, because a lot of these, like I'm looking at lavender, pomegranate, strawberry, and if you go into a regular store, a lot of times these are going to be artificial types of flavorings that come in here. But Claire's going to educate us a little bit and tell us how clean these products actually are.
Yeah, all of our balsamics, they only use natural flavors. They only use like purely natural things. There are no added sugars or anything to them. So like all the flavorings come from like the fruits or the herbs themselves. And then with like, you may be wondering about like why there's different colorations in vinegars and things like that. So we have dark balsamic vinegars and white balsamic vinegars, and that comes from how they actually cook those balsamics. So balsamics do actually get cooked at different temperatures. The darker ones at a higher temperature for a shorter period of time. That creates some of like the caramelization in it, creating that color. Whereas the white
why this is so thick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Especially because like it becomes thicker as it becomes more caramelized, as everything else evaporates off of it, so it leaves behind just like the balsamic. Okay. And then with the white vinegars, they are cooked for a longer period of time at a lower temperature, so they don't caramelize the same as the dark vinegars.
That's super interesting because I've actually thought I thought I was getting aged vinegars from other places, and they're thin. They don't have that beautiful, like almost syrupy flavor to them. Yeah. So basically, if this says strawberries and pomegranates, it came from strawberries and pomegranates, right? Yeah. So this is what I love about this place, and you guys know that we just don't want to put garbage in our food. We don't want to have things like we can have so much playtime with all of these vinegars, right? I mean, and there's so many different ways that we can cook with these. So the other thing is the olive oil. So can you tell us a little bit about the olive oils?
Yeah, so the olive oil is also all natural, like no additives, there's no added anything that isn't natural. So they can be either fused or infused. And so with fused ones, that's generally going to be more like citrus ones, because what they do is they crush the peels with the olives to give it that flavor. So like our Meyer lemon, our blood orange, those are both fused. Whereas infused is kind of like how you would make tea a little bit. So the flavors, like, they get infused into the olive oil through contact versus being pressed with them.
Okay. Yeah, that was my original understanding, was that sometimes it's pressed together and sometimes it's just infused in there. So, but either way, it's still coming from natural source. And then can you tell us a little bit too, because we were just talking about how sometimes people will put vinegar or garlic or herbs in their olive oil to season it, and why we shouldn't actually do that.
Yeah, so water and olive oil really don't mix. So you have to be really careful when you are creating olive oils that are flavored so that you don't accidentally end up getting sick from what you've made. So it's better to buy than to make if you're not certain how to make it.
Yeah, and they've been able to get rid of all the water in the oils before they sit on the shelf. So you can buy a, what am I looking at, pesto infused oil over there, and that's going to be, you're not going to have to worry about bacteria, salmonella, or any of the anything that might kill you. So, we want it safe.
Always good. Always
Practice
a good thing.
safe olive oiling, okay? Right? Yeah. So, well, Claire, thank you so much. I appreciate you educating my audience on this. And so come on down here. This is Old World Olive Company right down here in Plymouth, and they are at, what's the address here?
It is 472 Forest Avenue.
Yes. So come on down, give them support, and you're gonna love what you find here. So thanks for tuning in.